Welcome back. On this episode of Couch to Coder, we are going to discuss object-oriented programming as well as Anaconda and that IDE and how that's really going to fit how we're working, or how we will be working, especially in data analytics moving forward. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Google, type in Anaconda Navigator download, and then actually download for your operating system exactly what you need. So I'm on Windows. Go ahead and go to the Windows download. It'll bring you to the Anaconda installer. Press download down there at the bottom, and again you select your system. I'll go ahead and leave a link to this in the bottom. So once you're installed and executed and everything like that, then you'll open the program and it'll look something like this. For our sake, we are going to be using Jupyter Lab. All of these other things are really great, but Anaconda, the reason I chose it for this is one, it's a very simple IDE. It offers a lot of tools, and it comes preloaded with a lot of the packages that we're going to need moving forward. So like I said, those packages that have been built to help the user base. Anaconda is really recognized in the data analytics world for very simple and chunk-based computing, so that you can see exactly what's going on. So we're going to get going with Jupyter Lab, as I said. I have an instance of this running already, so it will appear in your navigator. So go ahead and clear this guy. So what is object-oriented programming? Object-oriented programming is, as I was saying, the ability to set a variable equal to something and work with it. So, as the example before, I said x is equal to 2. So we'll go ahead and, what is x here? It is 2. Just for future reference, an escape B will add you a new text area, and it will be very useful to have that hotkey, or you can use this plus sign up here. But we can do many things with this x. So if we want, we can rebind x. We can say x is now equal to 1. So what is x? X is 1. Or we can use x in other ways. So we can say y is equal to x plus 1. So now we're going to get y. What is y equal to? Y is equal to 2. And we can do a lot of things with this as well. We can do any of our basic math with this. So let's say z is equal to x plus y. So if we know y is 2 and x is 1, then z is probably going to be equal to 3. And this is the basic concept of object-oriented programming, is that now we have all these variables. We have x is equal to 1. We have, oh shoot, indented there. We have y is equal to 2, and we have z is equal to 3. And we don't need to redefine these. We've already defined these to be used later. So we can do many of our other basic operators. So you can say z is equal to x times y, which you should get 2. You can do z is equal to x, say, over y, so a half. And you can do any of your other basic operations. So let's, just for the sake of this video, let's cover squares and what that looks like. So let's do 2 squared. So that is the double multiplication sign. There it is. So we should get 4, or 2 cubed, just so that you can see that it's not just a multiplication. It is 8. So that is the basics of what is object-oriented programming, what is a variable, how can you use those variables, and how can you do some basic arithmetic with those variables. So on the next episode, we will be covering, we'll go ahead and cover if statements on the next episode and how to use those.